the meeting minutes from the April 25th meeting. So I motion to approve the meeting minutes in the April meeting.
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I don't think I can vote. I don't think I was here at the last meeting. I can't vote.
Sure you can.
Oh, I approve. I read the minutes. I approve.
Okay. All right, and then the first thing on the agenda is to talk about the June Sykesville movie. So we're going to be showing Coco on Saturday, June 8th.
That's a good movie.
So I guess the biggest thing is volunteers.
Volunteers are taken care of. We have 2 volunteers in the snack shack. I will be in the snack shack.
Okay, perfect.
It
Chris?
says June 8th.
Yes.
I'll be away.
Okay.
I'm bartending a wedding.
Okay, and I'll be there, but I know Nick can't be there, and I think
Right.
Eric said that he couldn't be there. But I think we can handle it. And I think Billy said that he was gonna
Great.
help with the movies.
Great.
So I'll double check.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust myself just
Yeah. I'll text him right now.
for the movies.
Billy will handle the screen. That's that.
That's what we're hoping
Yeah.
for.
And then putting out and picking up signs. So if we
I can
put
do June.
okay for both.
I can do June. I can put out and pick up.
Okay, thank you, Chris.
It's always easier if the person that puts out also picks up because you know where they are. To try to relay that. It's too hard and then things get lost. It's always easier to be the same person.
Thanks, Chris.
Absolutely.
And then for the movie ads, I was going to see if I can't remember if Billy said that he was going to try to take that action.
Ask him both of those.
Okay.
The sponsorships. Is
Yes.
that what you mean?
If not, I can do the ads. But if somebody else can do it, that would be really helpful. As far as sponsorships go, so it looks like so far we have the French Twist and Old Town Motors, right?
That's correct.
We got gold sponsorships for them. And then Chris, you had asked also Feet First, Specs, and Locomotive.
I will go back to them tomorrow and do a recheck. None of the managers were there that day when I dropped it off.
How does the sponsorship work?
So we offer different levels of sponsorship for the movies, and so if somebody will sponsor a movie, then we will show it up on movie ads like before the movie, and we'll come up a few times. And we advertise them in a few locations. I mean, it's for the price point, because I think the gold is still like $300 a month. Like it's super cheap advertising.
Oh wow!
To like your local community. So we try to focus on.
And that's
like,
for
local
one movie or all the
businesses.
movies?
So it depends on the sponsorship level. So the gold sponsorship, that's the $300. That's for all of our movies, like our normal season plus the Halloween movie.
Okay, cool.
And then for the regular season, but not the Halloween movies, I can't remember the cost of that one.
Can we sponsor? Can Mad Lab sponsor?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah, we would do that. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, for
That
sure.
would be great.
Yeah,
Sponsor number 3.
yeah, because we're looking for
Dan
Dan Gilbert. No,
I mean, I guess
maybe another day. Maybe another day. You know.
Okay, awesome.
hysterical. Put you the paperwork.
Yeah, please. Because we've been looking for something to sponsor, and there's just nothing like. I wanted something like community based that like.
Thank you.
You know,
very
we're involved.
much.
Yeah.
So all you'll need to do, and Billy or whoever puts together the slides can help you with it too, is just like a graphic, kind of, I guess like a PowerPoint slide.
That's a
essentially.
Jules thing. She'll get
Okay.
it. Yeah, I'll figure out what like is needed, and then I'll tell Jules, and she'll do it because she does all of our advertising pieces like that.
Great.
So.
Perfect. Okay, and then I'll try to drop off forms at some of the other places that we didn't hit.
Okay.
Would it be possible, because I'm working from home tomorrow, for me to pick up some sponsorship forms here
Yeah.
during the day? Okay. So,
How many? Like just like a dozen or so? Something like that?
yeah, that'll be plenty, yeah. Okay, and talk about signs. And Eric, I'm guessing that Impact is going to do activities. Just let us know if you need us for any part.
I couldn't fully hear you, but yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there. We have everything kind of planned out, and I'll be there.
Okay.
You will be at the movie, Eric?
Yes, I'll be there.
Awesome.
Okay, cool. I sent a follow-up email just to be like, if you need help with activities, let us know.
Do we know who's going to do like the pre-show ad stuff? Is Billy doing that?
Alex is going to give that a shot.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna keep
If
Billy.
you need any help, Alex, let me know.
Okay. All right, thank you. So I think that covers the June movie then, because I know we're talking about the Snack Shack and food donations. Oh, I was wondering, what movie won for the Civics Day?
It was a tight race.
Yeah?
And I'm mad that I didn't vote.
Oh.
So with 16 votes, Toy Story took it.
Ah, okay.
What was the other one?
Sandlot had 15.
Oh.
I was mad.
Dang, you're killing me,
Which
Smalls.
month is that?
That'll be
That's
the
next year. Yeah, it's
Oh,
That's
next
what I'm
year.
here for.
Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story, Sandlot, Karate Kid, and Space Jam both had 7 votes. School of Rock had 3 votes.
Oh, School of Rock's a great one too.
There was 2 write-ins,
Yeah.
Pokemon and Smurfs.
Okay.
Something. So it was a hotly contested race.
It sure was.
Okay, so then I guess we can move on to Snack Shack.
Okay. So next Wednesday, myself and a volunteer, we're gonna clean out the Snack Shack. We're gonna clean it out. We're gonna stock it because we're gonna plug in the refrigerators, clean out the refrigerators.
What time?
We will be there around 3 o'clock.
I might be able to help. Depends.
And it's okay because more than 2 people in there, you bump over each other.
Okay.
But please
If
come
you
if
need
wanna
somebody,
learn.
all right. If you need somebody to help, then I probably could do something like that.
I'll text you and let you know
Okay,
if my
yeah.
volunteer falls through.
You can stand at the door and take everything to the dumpster that needs to go to the
That's
dumpster.
not a
can do
bad
that.
idea too. And we're also gonna take care of the signs in the River Shack and
Okay.
save the steaks. So the Snack Shack will be ready for the June 8th movie. Now we just need to talk about ice cream. I would like to
I
go
love to
back
talk
to
about ice
Norwood. I would like to go back to Norwood, and I reached out to Katie, and she said a gallon would be between $45 and $50 depending on the ice cream that we choose. And Noah and I were having a conversation tonight about how many scoops we thought went in our little cups, and we're thinking it's about 2 to 2.5 scoops go in a cup, and we currently sell those cups for $2. And I'm thinking maybe we might need to raise the price. I was not a big fan of the Walmart ice cream. It really got the freezer burn because we had no way to really, the cardboard.
Plus,
was
Norwood's is good ice cream.
Norwood's is good ice cream. And I don't know if you know, but Katie Johnson, the owner, was co-chair of SPARCs for a
Oh,
very,
really?
very, very long time. And we supported her when she left us to open up her shop.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that's
I
awesome.
would,
I did
I
not know
would
that.
like to bring Norwood back if we need to vote on that. And then I think we
It's
need
my
to.
favorite ice cream in the area, so I'm there for sure.
Mine too,
Yeah,
mine too.
I think it's excellent.
But I think we need to vote on if we should raise the price to $3.
Okay, so I'm trying to do the math here. So I'll go with you said 40 to 45, right? So
Depending
I'll
on.
go with the highest 45, and we'll say 2.5 scoops per cup.
Mhm.
So that's 18 cups per gallon. And what are we charging $2
We
right
charge
now?
$2 now.
Yeah, that's under it.
So that'll be
You'd have to
we're
you
getting,
would
we're
have to charge.
getting 36.
Yeah.
We're spending 45.
Right.
A $9 loss on ice cream.
It's brutal.
Brutal.
Brutal loss.
These margins.
I know.
These margins are tough.
Not gonna be able to pay the roads.
I mean, yeah, if we wanted to raise the price and if we thought that it was having an
$2.50
effect,
went into it.
then we could always drop it back down to $2.
Changes
Change
hard.
is hard. solid.
Because you could
bills
do like
every year.
250, and that's like exactly 45. Is that wrong?
I would say 3 and just advertise it as Norwood ice cream.
Agreed, because I had one lady come up and say, "How much is your ice cream?" And I said, "It's $2." And she immediately put her money back. And I said, "It's Norwood ice cream." She couldn't get the money out fast.
What's
So
what's the not to be like whatever, but what is Firehouse charge for a thing, the same thing?
I have no idea.
I think it's like $4 or $5, isn't it?
I'm sure it's more.
Our
yeah.
cups are smaller. We don't have the big giant cups.
But that, even just for their little cups, I think it's that much.
Okay.
I'm pretty. So that's I feel like $3 is very
Yeah, that's
reasonable.
true. Do you know how much Norwood charges?
I don't know how small or big their cups are. Do you know?
I do.
Because they have like a bunch of different sizes.
They do.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that because we used to get this.
$3 is a pretty reasonable price, I think.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think that. for
I
that,
agree.
Yeah.
And we won't raise any other prices because we talked about that at another meeting. And Billy brought up a very good point that families come and, $2 for a hot dog, $1 for a drink. So if we go $3 on the ice cream and can support Katie and bring Norwood back, which I think would make a lot of people happy, I'd be good with
Yep.
$3.
Man, we were in there Sunday. It was packed. So they're killing it up there, which is awesome. Or it seems like
Good.
they are.
Good.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Do we have to vote on that?
I think so.
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Can I make a motion?
Sure. I motion to bring Norwood back and charge $3 a serving for ice cream.
Second that. Passionate
All those in
about ice
favor?
cream.
Oh, all those in favor? Aye.
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 Eric?
He said yes.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank
Sorry.
you, Eric.
And then
Yeah. Yeah.
You're good, Eric.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and then as far as the snack or the skate jam extra food goes, so we're gonna sell the mini sports drinks for $1, correct?
Aye.
I just included him with the sodas.
Okay, and then there's also like some chips and cookies and mini Slim Jims.
Buck.
How big are the bags? Do we want to sell 2 for $1? Can we do $1 a bag? Is that too much? Because change gets really complicated.
Yeah.
I would think with $1 bag is fine, right?
I don't know how.
If somebody's like, if it's like a bag of Fritos or a bag of cookies, and I go up there and I'm like, how much is this? And somebody's $1. I'm like, oh, good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and it's not.
The mini Slim Jims, you probably have to do like 2.
Plus, that,
2
again,
for
changes.
$1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair too.
All right, great. Did you sell a lot at
No.
the skate? Okay.
I feel like that would have done so much better if it was just better weather.
I agree.
Because that was a cool event. And if that same thing, especially if they would have been out like on the actual skate park and it wouldn't have been just like so wet, like that would have been a really cool event. I feel like.
I agree.
We're skipping ahead then. All right, let's do that, and then we'll go back to food donations because we're already talking about skate jam.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so for the skate jam, we had about 20-ish skaters, I would say. Only 7 had pre-registered, but I was warned about that by Jason that most skaters
They're gonna
wouldn't
show
sign
up.
up ahead of time. It would be day of. I thought the game of skate format was fine, but would be a lot better if they had full use of the skate
Oh
park.
yeah, it would have been really cool to watch.
But I think that was better than the jam session that I thought we were going to do. I thought the bands are great. And yes, I mean, I'd like to try it again next year with a rain date.
I think so too. I think it's well worth trying for sure.
And I think April was a good month despite the rain because it's kind of before, all the other events and everything kicks off. And we cannot add another thing to fall. If we're doing the concerts in fall, my own calendar is SPARC every weekend.
We just want to say the same weekend next year.
Sure. Yeah.
So I can't remember. Was that the last weekend of
It
April?
was
Last weekend in April. So would the rain
Weekend
date be
after
the following Saturday?
maybe. That
Or
would
for-
depend on when the Art and Wine Festival is.
Yeah. Rain dates are always tough. That's the thing. It's
Yeah,
like,
I
It's
know.
like once it rains out, it's hard to gear back up for it.
Wait a minute.
So the last Saturday is April 26th.
Yeah. And then the next Saturday would definitely be the one.
Would be the third.
That's Art and Wine.
Would be May 3rd.
Yeah.
You don't want to do it at the same time as
No.
So unless you pushed it up a week. If you wanted to have a rain date, you'd have to push it up a week, and then the rain date would be the week after.
But then we have park cleanup in there because Earth Day is the 23rd.
Right.
That's right in the middle. That's a Wednesday.
So we typically do it the week before or the week after. We sandwich it in there.
And that's what happened this time. Was we did
Did the
clean
cleanup
up,
the
and
week
then next
before,
week
and then the
was
weekend. Yeah.
Unless you postpone it 2 weeks and make it the 10th
Of June?
Or do it
It's the
Sunday.
rain day.
You just push it to the next day. Sunday instead of Saturday.
Try to do that. Sunday
The rain
events.
day would be the 27th. You think Sunday?
Sunday events are usually kind of. They're just not
Yeah.
as.
Well,
They're just not as.
what if our rain date is like a few weeks after that? Because I mean, that might help.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you do it on the 26th, if the 3rd is the wine and art, then art and wine, then the 10th would be 2 weeks later. May 10th would be 2 weeks later.
I'd be fine with that. I'd just, I can't.
You got it? I came back.
So April 26th and May 10th.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought the noon to 4 schedule was best, but lessons learned cut off the registration at 1, so we could get started sooner. And then it would probably be better to do an online form for registrations if we can do that.
Because it's just
'Cause
easier for people instead of
It'll be
going
easier,
into Shrimp
yeah, it'll
Town.
be easier for other people because Shrimptown had limited hours. It'll be less stressful for me because I'll have access to the information. So I definitely want to look into that.
How many signed up the day of?
All but
A
some.
bunch, yeah, a bunch of them.
13,
So
I
that's
guess.
what, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so it's
More
the
than
number.
people that signed up.
It's like
at the
20.
time.
Yeah. There's like.
But
20
again, I
spots.
don't know if it was people that just had issues trying to find, when the skate shop was open.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah, I think the online registration is way better for a million different reasons.
Okay. And then, we didn't sell hardly any food.
We made $11.
That's actually more than I thought. But on that note too, so only one student volunteer showed up, and even that student volunteer was just sitting there kind of bored. Like I just didn't have.
Right.
I thought that, I don't know why I was thinking that, I was just like picturing them like with all these different tasks. When it came down to it, I was like, well, I would feel more comfortable with like handling registration as people coming in instead of trying to like, teach a student.
But it was our first one.
Yeah, it's hard to tell,
And
so-
it was very pared down. So if we are in the bowl next year, you may need more volunteers to run for this or run for that.
Mhm.
So, and I did get an email from the 2 volunteers who were first home. They were sick with the flu.
Oh, well, they didn't come in.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Okay. Okay, so any other notes on the skate jam?
I don't think so. Well, I do want to point out. I think that 50 registration limit is definitely something we should keep because we don't want to get it too big for South Branch.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Then you would have, even if it got more than what it was then, so like if it was 50, I don't think they'd have to change like what it was. Like they wouldn't all be able to play one-on-one horse like they did because that would take all day. You know what I'm talking about?
That would take
Yeah.
Because even then it took a while. And especially on the bowl, it'll take even longer because then it's harder to hit regular tricks because they're going to go for more stuff, which is great.
Well,
But
we could though have multiple people going because
no, that's a good point too.
But it would be a matter of if we have enough people that can judge it. and
Watch
it.
and yeah.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
just something. They can figure that out though. I think the 50 is fine. It's just like they just need to know that.
Yes.
So
And I think that if the weather was nicer, we would have gotten a lot more just random people from the community being like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
And it's-
oh, for sure. Because then you get more people even using the playground and stuff.
Right.
And like kids like to watch other people do that stuff.
Yeah.
Like watching skateboarding is fun. So
Mhm.
That was fun.
yeah.
So then moving back up to food donations. So was that just where are we donating?
I think so. I think we were just talking about like where we were going to donate the food for the movies, like the.
Right.
I don't know where we usually do that.
So we typically do it to the South Carroll, Carroll County Food Sunday, and I drop it off at S&K, and then Carroll County Food Sunday comes and picks it up from there, so I don't have to drive up to Westminster, and I generally drop it off there.
Like the roofing place?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
They have a collection bin in one of their offices, and that's where Billy told me that, and that's where I've taken it the past 2 years after I clean out the snack shack, and then I just drop it off there. It's really, really convenient, and they're so very kind. I was wondering if we could help out Wesley Freedom and their blessing closet and change it up this year a little bit, like with paper towels, toilet paper, shampoo, soap, and change it up this time a little bit. We could do food as well because they have a food pantry as well. But I think we need Billy in on that because Billy was the one that always did Carroll County Food Sunday. So can we make that vote without him here? Or should we wait and collect it for Carroll County Food Sunday at the June movie because he's not here, and then bring that up at the next meeting to make a diversion to another? Because we've done Carroll County Food Sunday for as long as Billy and I have been here.
Okay, well, we'd keep it for the June meeting, and then
Is that something that we have to vote on?
if we were going to change it, I think
Okay.
we should vote on it. But if we're just going to keep it at least for this movie,
Okay.
then we don't have to vote on that. We can wait until we have the actual committee in the room.
Okay.
That makes sense to me.
Billy did get back to me. He can do the slideshow.
Okay.
I can do the ads. He just needs the sponsor list and then the level if they're silver or gold. And he has the slides from last year. He cannot be at the movie.
Okay.
He has other plans. So.
Eric's helped at the movie before. He's gonna be there.
Oh, and Eric has his crew.
Yeah.
They can help us put up the screen.
I mean, I can help physically put up the screen. I just sometimes the actual movie equipment stumps me. So.
I can definitely help set up all the movie stuff, and I'll be there the whole time.
Awesome.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Thank
cool.
you, Eric.
Okay, and then I do want to, I know we were supposed to do this every year, and then we never advertised for it, so we never ended up actually doing it. But to do the old DVD giveaways for the food donations.
Yes.
So you just need to advertise it ahead of time, and I figure we can announce the winner between the ads and the movie. Whoever is switching between the ads to the movie, then we can announce the winner.
Great. Oh, that's a great idea.
And then probably make a sign to tell people where the drop off is to get a raffle ticket at the snack shack.
Sounds great.
Because otherwise, we're not going to do anything.
Right. Or I can have a volunteer stand at the collection bin, and when they put something in, I can have a volunteer give them the raffle ticket, and then they'll keep the other one in a bag, and then you can pick it, whoever can pick it, and then we'll announce it after the slides, and then will they get to pick out the DVD they want? Are we giving them that choice?
Yeah, I typically, when we have done it in the past, I've just been here are the DVDs.
You got it. You got it.
Take your pick.
Here are the 25 DVDs that you can pick from.
Pick the one you want.
I
Okay.
still need to get Coco. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's pretty important.
This
Priority list.
Okay, and then this wasn't on the agenda, but Nick had the concerts update. He has 2 of 3 bands confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's assume where they're interested.
Mm-hmm.
This also wasn't on there, but I wanted to let everybody know that SPARC is now on Instagram.
Yay! Yay!
The town of Sykesville followed me, so I guess.
Oh,
we're
nice.
on.
Yeah. Thank you, Carrie.
I was trying to, so I wanted to share the post that the town did about the splash pad.
Okay. But it wouldn't work.
So it on Facebook, boop, 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 I can share it and that's easy. But I can't figure out how to do it on Instagram. I don't know if you can share to, a post or if you can just share to a story. I don't really know how to use Instagram. But if I can't figure it out, is it okay if I just copy and paste?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what was
and
your
then
question?
like back to the town, of course. But I want to make it very clear that, because I know sometimes we'll get questions on our Facebook page about the splash pad. And
Okay.
we'll be like, go to the townhouse.
You can
It's not.
if the town like invites a collaborator, it will automatically show up on the Instagram feed of us. So they could invite when they almost like tag us in it in something that relates to us. That's the only really way to share it on Instagram.
So we did get tagged for something.
So if the town tags SPARC,
They can't just
Yeah,
tag
like,
them. It has to be
If the
invited as
town
a collaborator.
like tags, but they have to invite as a collaborator,
Yeah.
then it'll just show it's like the post originated from the town and from SPARC and whoever anyone else you wanted to do that with.
we'll figure it out.
We were tagged in the Arbor Day
So if they
because
just
I helped Mayor Link put them in the
It's
shop.
super
they,
simple.
They tagged us.
so when they go to tag, it literally asks, do you want them to be like tagged or do you want to invite as a collaborator? It's like two options. It's the only thing on the screen. And then you
Okay.
pick which one. But for you to be able to share whatever, you have to be invited as a collaborator.
Okay.
That's it. It's pretty simple.
Okay.
Yeah, it just sounds more complicated.
I'll let
than it
Carrie
is.
know
Yeah.
next time we do that.
Okay, thank
Oh,
you.
perfect.
We'll figure that one out.
Thank you, Carrie.
And then, are there any town updates?
Really just getting ready for splash pad season. So everything else is, some grant stuff that we're looking at. We got to finish up the grant that we have for the linear trail. It's that little area next to the swings and the basketball court. Hopefully by the end of summer that's done.
Great.
I know we're almost ready to give the go-ahead on repairing the bridges in Cooper Park. So when you go through that little trail, getting those bridges rehabbed, and we do have another program open space grant that we're now eligible for. We think it's going to be rehabilitating some of the pavilions, like just cleaning them up, making the lighting a little better, and then we want to get the lighting that's along Cooper Drive working. So again, it would just be nice to have all
great.
that stuff going.
Great idea.
And yeah, I think that's it for town updates. But yeah, tomorrow, splash pad. So come one, come all. Woohoo.
Splash pad open.
Opens at 10. Yeah. Unless, there might be a council member that wants to test the
The bucket.
temperature of the water, and he's going to be there at like 7:30.
You can go there, so.
Oh my. Where are we with pickleball for the town?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. Okay.
Yeah.
And we still have our person that is taking care of the splash pad?
We do. She's actually upstairs now. She was going to come to this meeting, but then the mayor called her away. So, the mayor.
I just said man.
I know. She's monopolizing the SPARC folks. But
Right?
at some point, Lauren will come to a SPARC meeting so everybody can meet her and know
Okay.
she's the one that keeps the splash pad running for the season.
And we're still keeping the drills and the batteries in the snack shack to not be corroded by the chemicals there.
Right.
Okay.
We keep them in the chem room.
And we're keeping them plugged in all the time.
Yeah, they don't have to be. Like, if you need to move them for any time we're using the snack shack, they can
Okay.
be moved.
Okay. And the snack shack is free of everything that was there so that I can get in there with my volunteer and clean.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you.
It should be all ready for you.
Great.
Outside of all the stuff that Alex dropped off.
And that's perfect. That's perfect.
Will the parking area where people typically park for the movies be available for the June one?
Yeah. Yeah, well, you mean where all the infrastructure was stored? Yeah, it should all be out of there now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Great.
We have to move it, obviously, for the opening of the splash pad,
Oh, right.
because that place gets packed.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
You guys have anything else?
I'm just glad we got to vote on ice cream.
Eric, are you getting rained on?
We got to the car right before it.
Okay.
Out of here.
Yeah, we're fine right now.
30-minute countdown starts now.
Okay, I motion to adjourn the meeting then, 7:33.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
No problem. Sorry I couldn't be there.
Nope, you're good.